Well, hey, welcome back to the 5XP Framework video series. If you're a coach, an author, speaker, or an expert ready to build your authority and make your message matter, you're in the right place. And today we're going to dive into the third P in this framework, and that is the process. This is where your expertise becomes a system and your story becomes scalable. And I've got a gift for you at the end of the video, so be sure to stick with me and get yours. So let me ask you something. Have you ever been through an experience that was maybe a bit challenging? It could be something that was really transformational, or even just a deep personal experience. Or have you ever encountered a challenge with a product or a service and thought there must be a better way? Then did you continue that process of thinking and look at it and thinking, well, if others could only learn what I've been through? Well, now they can when you turn your experience into a process. Your process it's more than steps. It's your signature style. It's your rhythm, your method for turning intention into impact. And when you share it clearly, you give others a path to the results. This is what separates random inspiration from repeatable transformation. I was thinking about restaurants. When a restaurant has a signature dish or a sauce, something that they're really known for, it establishes a process to ensure that every time it's made, the dish or the sauce is consistently prepared. I mean, people would stop buying their signature product if it were slightly different every time they tried it. I mean, imagine if you went to order a dish and you knew what it was supposed to taste like and it didn't. But restaurants will spend hours and hours refining their process so that the end result is that it's always the same. And it's the same with your coaching and your process. You've been through the pain and you've searched for results to relieve that pain. Now you're going to create a system and a process to support others. And it needs to be repeatable and predictable so that you can offer the same result every time. Every powerful coach or creator I've worked with has one thing in common. They don't just teach, they guide. And how do they guide? Well, they guide with a clear, repeatable, proven framework. Take the leaders in your industry or in your niche. Think about how they supported you or how they support others. Right? Have you got a particular person in mind? And think about how they supported you or how they support others. It was through a process or system. This might be as simple as a 3-step journey. It could be a 5-part model like the 5XP framework that we're going through. It could be a 7-phase transformational experience. What matters most is that it's yours. It's proven and it works. You've spent time searching your industry to see what others are doing. You've witnessed what's missing. And now you've settled on your own process, your own system that you can take people and support and encourage them through. And here's the key. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. You can start by just naming your process. Right? I call mine the 5XP framework system. Right? What matters is the promise that you deliver. Then break it down into clear, actionable steps and define them. Ask yourself, what does my client need first? If I'm going to support them on this journey to go from burnout to breakthrough, what is the first step? Then what's the next step? What mindset shift needs to be shifted? Right? What's required here? How do I guide them to gain momentum and move forward? Because that's really what we want, isn't it? We want the momentum there so that they continue to enjoy the success and the breakthrough. Each phase of your process should reflect clarity, direction, and momentum. And most importantly, solve that big problem, right? That thing that's keeping them up at nighttime. Now, don't just tell them what to do. Instead, show them. Show them how to do it. Tell them why it works. I mean, is it backed by psychology, right? Does it align with psychology? Is it rooted in spiritual truths? Is it built on the thousands of hours of your lived experience of what you've gone through? Help your audience believe in the process. Because when they do, they'll take the first step with confidence, and then they'll keep going. They'll get that momentum happening. Then bring it to life. Share a story. Share some testimonials. Talk about a client win. Or you can even share your own breakthrough moment when this process became life for you. You remember that video when we talked about pain. It was the experience in your life that set you on this course of discovery. And now you're ready to lead others. When people see the process working in your life, they'll have no choice, no other option than to say, well, if it worked for them, it's got to work for me. That's what you want, is a repeatable system that works for you and it'll work for them too. And I want to encourage you, if you're ready to start writing your own 5XP framework book, right? You might be sitting there going, Jim, I've gone through a couple of these videos. I get the idea. Well, in the description, I've included the link to find out about my next Author Impact Workshop. I schedule them throughout the year, so I encourage you to click on the link and find out when the next one's happening so that you can jump into it. Because during this intensive workshop, we'll map out your book step by step so that you can begin to scale your business. Because your process is the bridge between inspiration and implementation. It's how you move people from burnout to breakthrough, from stuck to scaling, from silence to significance. That's the heart of authority. That's the power of process, a proven, well-defined process backed by science, testimonials, and lived experience. So I said I had a gift for you. I want to invite you to grab a free copy of the ebook, Authority by Design. It includes all these 5 steps that I talk about in the 5XP framework book. It encompasses all the steps in the process, along with some strategies to help you start to transform your story, your system, and your success into a scalable brand. So the link is in the description, so be sure to click on it and get your free copy. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and follow along so that you don't miss any of the videos in this series. So the next one we're going to tackle is video number 4. We're going to tackle proof, right? Making a case for your credibility. So I want to thank you for watching. And remember, your message matters. Let's build it with purpose. Until next time.